back to DeFi, Degens, Drip, and Farm for Poverty, where on this channel, our vision is to empower the impoverished by helping you find financial freedom through crypto assets. If you like the mission, you resonate with the vision, and you find this content useful, please subscribe and leave a comment and a thumbs up. Hey guys, don't forget that we have this amazing giveaway for Drip. So remember, this goes until the end of April 30th. All you have to do is join my team, stake at least 2 Drip, or you can join the Piggy Bank with my referral and put $45 worth of Pigs BUSD, and then join the Telegram and post screenshot, send me a DM, and you will get 30 days of free health and fitness certified nutrition and personal training coaching from me. And also, if you are one of the first 10 to complete this by the end of April, you will get 1 free airdrop Drip. So that means if you're depositing 2, you're going to get 1 back, so you'll have 3, and you're going to get 30 days of health and fitness coaching, so you can actually start executing at a higher level, because a healthy mind is a healthy body, and financial support goes into that, because you need all 3 of these in order to, in my opinion, of course, achieve a life that is fulfilling and rewarding. So what do you get? You'll get 30 days of personal training program, you'll get the Healthy Habit Kickstarter program, and a digital training tracking app, as well as discounts on continued service, and still debating on the certified nutrition coaching meal plan. It will be like a 7-day plan that I can actually give to you, where you'll fill out detailed information on your eating habits, what you like to eat, what you don't like to eat, how many times a day you eat, how many meals you want to cook, like a really detailed actual nutrition plan, as well as recipes and a grocery shopping list. So it's like literally a full plan that is fail proof to help you get started if nutrition or something like that is something you're struggling with, or you just want to optimize your feeling better in your body with what you eat and all the other good stuff. So gonna keep this short and get into the next video, but hope you guys take advantage of this. If it's not something for you, then by all means share it with someone else. Again, trying to add in rural life opportunity and utility to Drip. So if you want something like this, or you'd like to partake in this, by all means join my Drip team, or send me a message or comment, and I'll get you some more details. All right guys, see you in the next video. Hey, what is up guys? Welcome back to Drip and Farm for Poverty. So no video today because I'm in an alternate location and the lighting here is horrible and the power is actually out. So that's what happens when you travel around Cambodia. Sometimes you run into some issues with electricity. But I'm going to get into this really quick. I'm going to first let you guys know this is not from me. I'm sharing information from Kevin at Easy Step Investing. He does a really, really good job diving deep into the analytics and how the supply and the mechanics work. But if you don't have time to watch an hour and 15-minute video, and this other one is another 29 minutes, so about an hour and 40 minutes worth of content, hopefully I'm going to do him some justice and summarize it for you. But I highly encourage you, if you want a deeper dive, to drop into this to understand how the sustainability of Drip actually is being utilized. So in this first slide here, he's referencing another YouTuber, I guess, that put some content out that said Drip is not sustainable. And in the video, the other YouTuber mentioned that Drip has to mint new tokens in order to keep up with the supply. And they made a spreadsheet and basically said, like, if you had 10,000 Drip, day 1 you're getting paid 100, then you're getting 200, 300, da. So it's basically saying that all of this after 6 years would, require 40 million Drip to be paid out, and that's just for like one person, and obviously Drip is capped at 1 million, and he doesn't take into account the actual max payout of a wallet. So Kevin goes into detail to debunk all of this and explain why that is not the case. And in this next slide, let's see if I can get to it. Here, he goes into detail on how the supply is actually deflationary and what happens. So he made a really good diagram here, and he talks about this is the maximum Drip supply we have. And then you have the Vault wallet, which has 364,000 as of the recording of this video. Then you have the locked liquidity pair that's on PancakeSwap at 333. and then you have 216 that's in various wallets, and then 87,000 in the actual supply that's being recirculated. So in the example here, he says, let's say you have 10,000 drip deposited. So that means on day one, you are able to get 100 drip, right? So 100 drip is being paid out, and on day two, another 100 drip, and on day three, you're going to claim. So he's saying, let's just say you compound on day one and day two for your 100 drip. So to debunk the other statement, this drip, the 200, didn't actually get paid out. And when you compounded, you actually only got 190 drip being put into your balance, and 200 of that went back into the vault, right? So it didn't actually leave the vault or leave the contract. It's just the UI representing that amount. So it'll show 200 being put back in, and then 190 going to you. And if you decide to claim on the third day, you're going to claim only 100, and of that, you're going to get 90, right? So another 10 is being taxed. So there's going to be 300 that is going to be reflected in your claim balance. That's the claim balance on the actual sheet. Let's just bring this up. It might look a lot easier if you can see it from here. So you're going to see 300 being claimed here, right? Even though you didn't actually claim it, it's just being recirculated. And then the vault will have all 300 of that, but it's only going to reflect out to you at this stage now 90 actually leaving the vault because you claimed it. Remember, the other 100 and 100 went back into the vault, and then when you claimed it, you got 90, and then now when you finally sell it, you're being taxed again with another 9. That's 10%. So actually 81 drip is all that actually made it into or 81 drip is what actually got sold, so to speak, that made it to the final destination place. But all of these taxes went back into the vault, and then under his picture, you'll see that of that 81, it goes back into the fountain, which goes back into the supply. So even a person getting paid 300 drip, if they compound more than they claim, which most people do, and we'll show that in one of the charts to prove that that's not just a hypothesis. Actually, it's true, because every single dripper in here is compounding more than they claim because they want to get more out of the system than they put in, and that's the whole benefit of it. And on top of that, you can only get that 1% per day anyway. So this just debunks the fact that it doesn't need to mint any new tokens because the tax system is set up really, really well. So we move into the next slide here that he goes into detail on, which is about, I think it's about the BNB. So that's still the fountain. Apologize, guys. Here we go. So here's talking about the BNB sustainability. So all of these diagrams are just talking about what the BNB supply was, or what the number of BNB locked up was at a certain date, and then what the supply token were that you see here. That under supply, nope, that's on swap. When you see a supply here, this is what's being available to pay out, right? So this is just showing you how the total amount of BNB is going up over time and the supply is reducing, therefore making the price appreciation of drip go up over time. That's this trend line is showing you down here. So he just goes into a lot of detail talking about that. And this is one really big thing to mention, is that the number of players in the actual the drip faucet has gone up exponentially. So at the beginning of the all-time high, we went from December 8th to January 25th to the peak of the all-time high, went to 46,000 total players in the faucet. As we had this retracement from January 25th to his recording of the video, April 1st, it almost doubled. So we got more people in the faucet. And yes, sometimes those are new people creating new wallets, but they can also be new people joining in. So these are total faucet players in drip. So it went up exponentially as the actual retracement happened in the charts. So drip was going down in price, and we were actually getting more people, or at least more wallets being created. So this again hardens the price a lot more and makes it sustainable, because when people get in, they have to continue coming back to the website, hydrating, compounding, all this stuff, and they're looking at this at least for another year, sometimes longer, and that just keeps more eyeballs on Drip. And as that continues to grow, they're obviously telling more people about it. So the more times they interact with the contract, because that's the nature of Drip, you can only get 1% per day, so you can't just go in here and leave it. You're going to come back at least once a month at a minimum, depending on what your balance is, to come back and interact with the contract. So that keeps this bullish long term. So that's what that one's about. And then we go into his last slide here. Let's see, that's just talking about the retracement and the reservoir. So this is a really good breakdown of the reservoir, where he actually is talking about how the drop token is created, and where the taxes go. So when you put money in, you get the drop token. 10% of that is split up. So 2% goes to your daily ROI, 2% goes to the provider, 3% is locked in liquidity, and 5% is 5% goes straight into the reservoir. And of that 5%, 3 is in the locked, 2% is in the provider fee, and then 2% for the daily ROI, and then another 1% that is actually provided back to the contract. So adding all that up, it comes up to 10%. I probably messed that up, but you can see it in the contract a lot easier. Yeah, I did say that backwards. And then of the dividend is getting paid out in BNB. And then from the faucet that we talked about before, in here, the faucet supply, as this comes back in, parts of this is being paired back up with the drop token to go back into the Drip BNB pool. So the reservoir really supports the foundation and balance of the Drip token and hardening that price. When you do that initial deposit, so after that 10%, the 90%, half goes to buy Drip, and then the other half is utilized within the Drip BNB pairing of the faucet pool. So this just goes to show you again how it's stable and more backing, so to speak, within the price itself. And lastly, here, this is really cool. I haven't seen anybody else come up with this, but this is really good information to show you. So he's actually talking about where do you find the price of the drop token. So that's not actually on any of the analytics anywhere. And he goes into detail on the contracts. I'm not going to do that. I want to keep this video short. But you can actually go look at the contracts and find out what these numbers all represent. But the most important thing is finding out the drop price. So in his video here, he's got the drop price of 6,135, and he goes a little bit difficult, in my opinion, how to find the drop price. But I'm going to show you a simple, shortcut, easy way to determine what the price of drop is. We know that drop is more valuable than Drip, because if you were to buy 1 BNB worth of drops, you would only get 0.0673 drop. Whereas if you were to put in 1 BNB right now for Drip, you would get 10.48. So what the question is, what is the price of the drop token? Well, it's easy to find that out. It's actually about 14.97 BNB. Let's see if we can get that exact. 9492. Try to get that as close to one whole drop as possible. That's about it right there. Yeah. So we go back to 6. Actually, if we go 5, like 5, that might be. Yeah. So it's 14.855 BNB. So if we go to CoinGecko, we can find out exactly what that is. So 14.855 BNB is what the actual price will get you one full drop, and that is somewhere around $6,000. Computer's running super slow. I apologize, guys, but let's see if I can pull up the calculator while that's coming up. I think the price of BNB is 425. So 425.4 times 14.855. So one drop token is worth $6,319. So that is beneficial because yeah, that's not explained anywhere else. And you can watch both of his videos on the BNB balance, how that's calculated, and again, more details on what I just summarized for you guys in about 15 minutes. But hopefully it provided some value. The whole point of this, the TLDR, is that the drip is super sustainable and can sustain itself for quite some time. And then obviously with the more people getting in and what these analytics show, more people getting in, more people are actually compounding and hydrating. That's what this represents here. So you can see drip deposits versus claims. Actually, where's the compound? There's another one that shows it better. Maybe it's that one. There's one that shows compounds. I guess it's not this drip chart. I thought I had that up for you guys, but I don't. But there's another chart similar to this that shows the actual compounds, and it shows exponentially how many more people are actually compounding every single day, rolling the drip token further. Yeah, it's not on here. Is it this one? Drip wallet analysis. Let's check and see. I want to see if I have it, show you guys. But the point is that it is extremely sustainable the way that this was built. And if you're thinking about getting in, or you're in and you have questions and you see these FUD and things of that nature, these types of videos from people that are super smart within the space can offer you some a little hopium and help shed some light on some things that you may not be familiar with. I don't have that one up, but you can come to Dune Analytics, dune.xyz, and do a search for drip, and you'll find some more stuff on here. But I hope you guys found the video helpful, learning the price of drop and the sustainability of drip as it's paired to BNB. So right now it's still a great time to get in. And if you haven't, do so, do your own research, not financial advice, of course. But the more I see people doing stuff like this and making these kinds of analytics and videos, definitely keeps me more bullish and keeps me with that hopium that this is actually a project that is for the long term. And one thing that he mentioned in the video is that also with drip, when you have the pairings of putting drip with not only the drop, but also with the BUSD, where you're splitting it up and putting it into the drip BUSD token here, that gets locked in PancakeSwap, but also it's locked in the contract, but also the way that Forex designed the system, he's putting it in so that you don't have to sell it, so it can actually be locked here in the animal farm. So he's creating so many ways for you to not sell drip and actually keep it deflationary and keep the price appreciating, because you can then deposit your drip BUSD here, and then you get pigs, and we know that pigs can be staked in the pig pen, and pigs will pay out BUSD, so you don't have to actually sell your drip, and that's the goal of this entire farm. So again, super sustainable, super excited. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Until next time, lift daily and achieve your impossible. See you guys.